Hey guys, this is Arkel here, and just making another video. This one is really cool, I think. I just want to go ahead and show you guys all of the work that I've gone and done for my Soom Centaur, Soom Shale Centaur, and his name is Nostalgion. You guys can probably tell that I went ahead and redid his face up again. As much as I was kind of content with his last one, I felt like it wasn't quite what I wanted. It was much closer to what I envisioned for him, but it wasn't exactly right, and I'm really glad that I decided to not settle with the last one, because as okay as it was, it just didn't capture his essence quite the way that I wanted it to. And so I redid it, and I'm really glad that I did, because this one just captures what I envisioned for him so much more. Unfortunately, the lighting's not all that great, so you can't really see the shine in his eyes all that great, but yeah, hopefully. No, don't unfocus! You were doing so well! There it goes. But anyway, I can't really zoom in super close because my camera won't focus. But hopefully you guys can see his face up. Ooh. But, yeah. Like, I don't really know exactly like how I would explain him in sort of words, but I always imagine him as having like a really sort of like suave appearance, like really, I don't know, just a really pretty sort of appearance, if that makes sense. Like, of all my characters, as girly as people might think they are, they're not always supposed to, I don't know, like give off the sort of pretty boy vibe, but Nostalgion here is definitely supposed to be that. He is supposed to embody the pretty boy in its entirety, but also while like being really cool and suave and like a little gentleman. So yeah, I really like this face up a lot better for him, and it's just much like more skilled too. Like, I don't really have the best face up skills in the world just because I'm kind of new at it, but the skills are much better on this one, which is really nice. On the previous face up, I had tried to use more like brush techniques, like with the paintbrush, and if you guys know me from my drawing channel or from my DeviantArt or whatever, you guys probably know that I despise painting. I hate mixing colors, and I hate paintbrushes. Watercolor is the only kind of painting that I'll ever do. So this time I went back to my pencils, and I love that so much more. I just feel much more in control. But yeah. And also, if you're wondering why he has such dark eyebrows when his hair is white, that's just the way that I imagined him. So, and they're supposed to be like really strong and rather thick, I guess. So, yeah. And also, like, the way that like I imagine Nostalgion's eyes to be, like, canonly, or the way that I draw them, they're much more like upturning, like whoop, like that. Like, they're more like swooping and upturning than the actual like Shale sculpt is made. So that's why he has such a dramatic sort of like point on his eyes. But and the eyelashes were kind of like a last minute decision, because like I didn't have any more blue ones, but I found these ones lying around. I'm really glad that I actually grabbed these ones, but because of the shape of his eyes and his eyelashes not being super curled, if that makes sense, they kind of point downward. So yeah, these ones really capture that kind of look for him, which is really super awesome. But anyway, let me go ahead. Oh, I can't zoom out too much because that's my chair, by the way. Because I'm like sitting in a chair and like kind of zoomed in, but there's his antlers if you've never seen them before. I wish it would focus a little more, but again, there it goes. There's his antlers. And here's his little outfit. His tie is all like, can I fix that? Let me see if I can. The little things in this hobby that drive you crazy, right? But anyway, let me see if I can go ahead and show you guys his outfit before my camera freaks out and is like, no! There you go. So you can see his little outfit with his little coat. He looks so fancy, like a little gentleman, which is exactly how I wanted him to look. So yeah, I think I've showed you guys this outfit for him before. But, oh, I also blushed his hands too, but I don't know if you can really tell, and I'm probably going to end up redoing them anyway. Just because they don't quite match his face up anymore. Oh, I also forgot to say that instead of just doing nothing but black and white like I did in his previous face up, this time I actually added some blue tones into it, just so it had variety and stuff like that. The corner of my desk again. But yeah, just so it has like a little bit more variety than it did before. If you can see some of the blue tones in there. So yeah, I like that a lot better. Originally I just wanted him to have nothing but black and white, since, you know, that's how I imagine his character to be, a lot of black and white. But he also definitely has some sort of blue accents in. So, and I also forgot to mention his eyes too, oh my god. The eyes that he has in right now are actually the Mako eyes that didn't work out for River, my Soomtron. I had intended to get this pair for him, and I hoped they would be more lavender colored, but you can definitely tell they're more like a slate sort of gray, bluish color. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the more of a grayish blue color, which suits him a lot more. And I didn't intend for him to have these eyes, but when I was doing his face up, I just sort of put these in, and I was like, oh my god. They look so well with his face up, so yeah, he's wearing them for now, and I actually really like them. They don't have the little stars, which is, you know, his little signature thing, but of all the characters that could get away with having different eyes, he would be one of them, at least the ones that I have in doll form. But anyway, this video is getting really long, but I also wanted to go ahead and show you that I actually blushed his hooves as well. If you guys can go ahead and see. That one's, like, this one over here looks really blue from this light, but they're actually sort of like, I don't know how to explain it, like a dark navy blue, but more on the black spectrum. They're just a really dark blue, almost black. But they have shimmer and these little splatters to make it look like a night sky. I don't know if I've explained him on my YouTube channel before, but if not, you can just sort of like look on my DeviantArt, I guess. But he has a really sort of night sky theme to him. So, like, basically the sort of center of his body right here is supposed to be all sort of very pale and white, and then just sort of the extremities or the points of his body are mostly the darker areas, which are his hooves. So yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever posted a picture of his hooves the way I designed them, but this is really close, so you get the idea now at least. There's a random piece of paper. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Anyway, and the back hooves are also the same as well. If you can... Oh! My camera, like, hates white. It's like, no, it's too bright! Super contrast! Anyways, hopefully you guys can go ahead and see that. But yeah! So I can't really, like, zoom out super far so we can see all of him, but hopefully you guys get the idea. Oh, I also painted his tail, too, but you can't really see that either. Ugh! It's basically the exact same way, painted the same way as his hooves, only the white part is at the end of the tail. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys can see it, sort of. I don't know if I can get an angle where you'd be able to see it super well. Ugh! No. Anyway, but yeah, so this video is long and rambly, but just want to go ahead and show you guys him, since he is, like, come together so well, and I'm really surprised, honestly. I don't know what it is about him, like, I really enjoy the process of, like, having a doll that's, like, so detailed and so, I don't know, I don't want to use the word original, since that sounds, I don't know, it's a really gross term to use as an artist, but yeah, it's really fun to work on him, and I really enjoy him a lot, and I don't know, he's just really special, and I like him a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been, I don't know, really kind of sad, I guess, in a way, with my lack of face-up skills, and just constantly not being able to do what I envision And like, as someone that's used to drawing stuff like that, it's really frustrating when suddenly you don't have the capability to draw the things that you envision because you're using a different medium, you know what I mean? So it was really, really frustrating me and making me really, really sad, actually. But I'm really, really glad that I like his face up as much as I do, and it really captures what I had, you know, envisioned for him. So it's just like a breath of fresh air. It's like, it makes me, I don't know, just not sad, like that I'm competent enough to transfer my artistic skills from other areas into this area, sort of. Like I said, it's slowly but surely, but anyway, his face-up is a lot better. Unfortunately, I can't really zoom in that much. But yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just really, really happy with him, and it's been so much fun to work on him. And, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching if you did.